Welcome, deep divers. Today we're going to explore the life and, well, the incredible sound of an artist whose voice was just pure magic.
Absolutely. She wove together gospel, jazz, folk, R&B, creating this amazing tapestry that, people are still captivated by.
And sadly, on February 24th, 2025, the world marked the passing of the icon, Roberta Flack. So today we're taking a deep dive into her truly unparalleled musical legacy. Our mission here is to navigate through quite a bit of material biographical details, some really insightful album reviews, even a unique piece of art about her work.
Yeah, we're not just listing facts. We want to get into the how and why of her impact, understand her voice, her dedication.
Exactly. How does she forge that sound that still resonates so deeply? We'll unpack her journey, from musical prodigy to global star, looking at the twists and turns. So let's start right at the beginning. Black Mountain, North Carolina, born February 10th, 1937.
And the sources are clear. Music was just fundamental to her family. It was the soul of her family's DNA, as one source puts it.
Her father, Flack, played the church organ, so she was immersed in gospel right from the start, playing hymns at the Lomax AME Zion Church.
And what's fascinating there, if you dig in, is that gospel wasn't just spiritual. It was technical, too. The phrasing, the emotion,
Right.
the power. And she combined that with serious academic chops. Got a scholarship to Howard University, music degree. I mean, she was only 15 when she started.
Incredible. And that's where she crossed paths with Donny Hathaway, right? Her future duet partner.
That's right. Already you see this blend, the raw spirit of gospel and rigorous classical training. It hints at what's coming.
Definitely speaks to her dedication. But, before the huge hits, there was a real period of hustle.
Oh, yeah.
Our sources talk about her teaching junior high Banneker Brown Rabout schools. Just imagine having Roberta Flack teach your music class.
Yeah.
And while doing that, she's giving private piano lessons, playing gigs in DC clubs at night, on weekends, just trying to make ends meet. Okay, let's unpack this. From teaching junior high students to a life-changing encounter that led to Atlantic Records. Quite a pivotal moment in her journey.
It really is. And that time teaching and gigging, it was so crucial. It wasn't just about talent. She was constantly refining her craft. You had the classical discipline, the gospel feeling, the club improv skills. It all came together. Then that night with Les McCann.
Ah, the discovery moment.
Exactly. He heard her, was blown away, and basically took her straight to Atlantic Records. That launched the recording career, but, everything before that. Totally essential.
And what an artist she became. The descriptions are fantastic. Elegant, sophisticated, smooth, R&B, soul, pianist, vocalist, teacher.
And that nickname, Cleopatra, it really speaks to her presence, doesn't it? Kind of regal, timeless.
Totally. Described as a soothing interpreter, a mesmerizing voice, able to tackle so many styles credibly. Classy, urbane, reserved, smooth, sophisticated. Those words keep coming up.
And her ability to project that mixed sophistication and deep emotion, that was her signature. It wasn't just her voice's sound, it was the control, the phrasing.
The technique.
Yeah, the technique. She could make a simple tune feel profound. That let her fit into quiet storm, smooth soul, soft rock, all authentically. She interpreted songs, gave them layers.
Making them both personal and universal somehow.
Exactly. That's why her appeal was so broad and why it lasts.
So her first album, First Take, 1969, it introduces this singer who, according to one review, blended Nina Simone, Sarah Vaughan, Aretha Franklin, and even folk singers like Judy Collins.
Quite a mix. More jazz and folk leaning initially.
Right. But then came the big surprise. The first time ever I saw your face from that album. It just sat there for a couple of years until Clint Eastwood put it in Play Misty for me in 71.
And boom.
Yeah, suddenly it's #1 for 6 weeks in 72. Completely unexpected. Wins her first Grammy for Record of the Year. Here's where it gets really interesting. How she could blend the intimacy of folk and jazz with the commercial power of R&B to create such massive, enduring hits.
Well, and then you have the duets, the ones with Donny Hathaway.
Oh, legendary. Their voices together.
Yeah.
Just incredible synergy. Where Is the Love was everywhere on urban radio.
Dominated. It felt like it played for a solid year.
And The Closer I Get to You, another absolute classic. Their bond seemed so deep, personally and musically.
Yeah, which made his death in 79 just devastating. For her and for music. A huge loss.
Truly immense. but her own creativity kept flowing.
It did. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, her ability to embody quiet storm, smooth soul, and soft rock styles allowed her to transcend typical genre boundaries, making her music truly timeless and universally appealing.
She wasn't just defined by one thing.
Not at all. Beyond First Time, she had those other massive number ones, Killing Me Softly with his song 5 Weeks at the Top in '73.
A monster hit.
And Feel Like Making Love in '74, these weren't just pop songs, they were crafted emotional pieces.
And her albums really showed that range. Chapter 2 in 1970 that cemented her as a major soul and R&B artist. No fluke after First Take.
Right, and then Quiet Fire in '71. The title is perfect, isn't it? Captures that sound. More informed jazz and gospel vocals simmered just below the surface.
Explain more quickly for folks. Middle of the road, right? Like accessible pop.
Yeah, generally accessible melodic pop, but she infused it with so much more depth. The jazz harmonies, the gospel intensity, it was subtle but powerful.
You really hear that pathos of gospel expression translated into measured intensity on that album.
Yeah.
Especially on her version of Carole King's Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow?
Oh, that's a standout. And
Wow.
her Bridge Over Troubled Waters with Cissy Houston, just sublime.
Hmm.
But what's amazing is even with that sophisticated simmering vibe, she can still dig into some real groove-heavy Southern soul, like on Go Up Moses.
She wasn't just covering songs, she owned them, transformed them.
Completely. Her musicality was immense. She could go from quiet intensity to earthy soul seamlessly. Always had top-notch musicians, too. That versatility is key to her lasting influence.
And the collaborations kept coming later on, too. Her duet with Peabo Bryson, Tonight, I Celebrate My Love from '83.
A defining romance anthem for a generation, absolutely.
And she worked extensively with Miles Davis, which points back to her deep jazz roots.
Definitely.
Then in '91, another top 10 hit, Set the Night to Music with Maxi Priest. Still blending genres.
Always exploring. But her impact wasn't just musical. The sources really stress her dedication to great causes.
That's a crucial point. She'd apparently take breaks from performing to focus on charity work, advocacy.
Yeah, like establishing the Roberta Flack School of Music in the Bronx for underprivileged kids. That wasn't just, a photo op. It was a real commitment.
Shows her character, the breadth of her contribution. It wasn't just about the charts.
No. Her artistry felt connected to a bigger purpose.
She also had this significant global moment early on, performing in that 1971 film Soul to Soul.
Ah, yes, the concert in Ghana celebrating their independence anniversary.
Incredible lineup. Les McCann, Wilson Pickett, Santana, staple singers, Ike and Tina.
What a moment in cultural history. Her being there, connecting with African roots, it really underscores her international stature even then.
So what does this all mean for her legacy? Her music truly spans generations and genres, finding new life in unexpected places.
Especially in hip-hop, right?
Definitely. Think about the Fugees and Lauryn Hill doing Killing Me Softly on the score. That was huge.
Huge. It wasn't just a cover. It was a reinterpretation for a new era.
And Miguel sampled it too with J. Cole. Even ODB from Wu-Tang reappropriated, as the source says, the first time ever I saw your face.
Shows the range. And the list of artists who sampled her, Gangstar, Nas, AZ, Kanye, M.O.P., Chance the Rapper, it goes on and on.
So what does this all mean for her legacy? Her music truly spans generations and genres, finding new life in unexpected places.
This raises an important question. How many artists can claim such a broad and lasting impact, influencing everyone from jazz legends to the pioneers of hip-hop? It speaks to the fundamental quality and emotional resonance of her work.
It wasn't just about lifting a beat, was it?
No, not at all. It was the emotional texture. That piano chord, that vocal run, that feeling woven into totally new things. Her compositions gave later generations an emotional blueprint. It's proof of her genius.
It's not just the incredible sound, but the entire artistic package, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even the visual representation of her music has its own fascinating story.
Right, like that Roberta Flack canvas mentioned in the sources, a painting by Noble Derby Lamore based on the Chapter 2 album cover.
Which itself came from a Jack Robinson photo session, described as a non-temporal picture, like it captures something timeless.
And it's apparently a high-quality, print fade-resistant, archival quality. Appeals to art lovers, vintage music fans, crate diggers.
Those vinyl collectors searching for gems.
Her meticulous approach extended to everything. The fact that her album art becomes itself a piece of art. That says a lot about her iconic status, merging sight and sound.
It underscores that persona.
Yeah.
Perfectionist, fully dedicated. Her memorable way of expression lasts the ages. seen and heard.
Exactly. A complete holistic experience.
What an incredible journey. Roberta Flack, from those gospel roots in North Carolina, Howard University, teaching the club grind.
To the discovery by Les McCann, Atlantic Records, that elegant, sophisticated sound blending all those genres.
Timeless hits. First time ever I saw your face. Killing Me Softly. Feel Like Making Love.
The legendary duets with Donny Hathaway, working with Miles Davis, Peebo Bryson.
Plus the activism, the great causes, the soul-to-soul film.
And that undeniable foundational influence on hip-hop. It really paints a picture of a visionary, a teacher, a humanitarian.
Her legacy just transcends everything, genres, generations, even mediums.
Absolutely. An indelible mark. Her voice, her artistry. It still resonates long after her passing on February 24th, 2025. She showed music could be profound and popular, personal and universal.
So if you reflect on Roberta Flack's deep dive, consider this. How many artists today really dedicate themselves like that to both the craft and to making a difference? How many build a legacy that's not just heard, but deeply felt? One that shapes culture across generations and truly lasts the ages. Something to think about.